Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. We've been kind of having a curmudgeonly week where
Oh
we've both
God.
been bitching about this, that, or the other thing. Me with a Facebook ban for absolutely nothing, and Dave is ready to sick dogs on the mailman.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Here's the issue.
yeah,
Although, because this has happened to me before,
yeah.
way more than it should.
Because you're
Where
the
the
only
check,
person left on earth that has to have a paper check to walk into the bank and get a
yes.
sucker,
Okay. Again,
and
that's not the point. That's not the point of
it
this.
sure seems like
First
it.
of all, I help keep bank tellers employed because I'm like the only one who goes up and sees them. They don't even know. I come in, they're like, holy cow, what's this person doing?
Yeah,
I am depositing an actual paper check.
a paper check. And
Anyway,
I'd like my
I have
sucker,
tried.
please.
I have tried
And I'd like
to
to be lauded
sw-
as TV's Dave Cackley and blah blah blah.
no,
I get it. It's
no.
it's good. All right.
Also, I get no, I'm not going to tell. I won't say that. But
What?
I have I can't. I
Oh,
don't
you
want
have
to.
to
I don't
now.
want to
You
discuss.
can't.
I
You can't
can't.
hold.
I really can't. And,
Can't
and
what?
there's a reason. I'll tell you off the air why I can't. I'll
Oh.
tell you off the air why I can't. There's another reason
Oh.
I go in there. No, it's not personal. It's business related. It's business related
Mm-hmm.
completely. It's not what you're thinking. It's not, oh yeah, it's a hot teller. No, it's not that at all. It's not that at all. There's a business reason why I do it. Um, what was I going to say? Oh, so I've tried to do direct deposit multiple times where,
Yeah.
they got to go call HR. Anyway, there's always some mix up because my name at my company is spelled like two different ways. So it's like for some reason they can't do it. And so I like it. It was such a big pain in the
Are you
ass. Like,
Dave
okay,
Cashel at your company? Like my
no,
caller
it's
ID
like
said.
one spelling is like the phonetic spelling, like for my email and everything. So you got
Yeah.
it's a huge pain in the ass.
All right. Well.
Um,
Anyway, this
anyway,
story's not about you. It's about me.
no, well,
So I'm glad to hear you on the cross, but this one really is me coming to the gold medal round of life pain in the ass stuff.
oh, is this a new
And I
thing?
like how you ran away with it there for a minute, but this
Well,
one's about me
I was
today.
gonna I was gonna put a bow on
All
it.
right, go ahead, give me
You
your bow.
kept insinuating. Well, anyway,
Quicker.
so the occasionally my check it takes days later
Yeah,
before it comes. And it gets to the point where you need to have your boss issue you another check. And every single time
yeah,
I have said, I need another check issued, uh, the check would come the next day, like board almost a week late.
yeah.
So, and then I'd have to wait an extra day or two to get,
The
the
new check.
the new check.
Right.
So it's just it's a complete pain in the ass. Now the additional issue is that the check is being sent from Texas. What's going on in Texas right now? Hurricane. So if I have
Okay.
to have a second check issued, the company's like right now is the offices. I don't even know if anybody's back in the offices yet because
Oh
there
my
were
God.
power outages and
So
everything.
they
So
can't work
it's a
remotely?
huge mess. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
This is what I was just getting from my boss. So my other boss, I have, three bosses
Of
in my
course.
life right now. So
Anyway, is that your bow?
yeah, that's it. I just boated up. I'm
Well,
still
you know what?
waiting.
Honestly, that wasn't a
Almost a
bow.
week late on the check.
That was you putting a present in a bag. Um,
Okay.
you know,
Right. I don't. Well, yeah. I use a gift bag.
yeah, a gift
I don't
bag. That's
wrap
that's
shit.
the loser's way of wrapping something. But anyway, I've come today with the meat and potatoes of the show.
Okay.
Um, so we've been bitching about
Mhm.
situations and irritants of life.
Yes.
Those things that uh, make you want to just hit yourself in the face with an axe. Um, yesterday of an afternoon, um, I pull in. It's about 2:15, somewhere in there.
Hmm.
And I'm figuring Cindy's going to come wheeling in right after me, right? All right. So I pull in, back the car in, everything's cool, come into the house, prepare to make myself leisurely. Still have some work to do, so I'm doing that. We get this huge downpour. Huge
Right.
downpour. And I'm thinking, all right, well, nice little rain, whatever. I go out of the house a little later on in the afternoon, and that huge downpour caused a washout on the dirt road out in front of us, of course. So we've got about 6 inches of driveway or road in the middle of our driveway. The drain in the driveway is plugged up. And are you ready for this? The garage has got about 1/8 of an inch of mud clearly pasted across the entire frickin' floor. I mean, corner to corner,
man.
from the front to the back,
Wow.
perfectly layered. And I'm like, you have got to be shitting me. How could this have happened? And it was just that washout, and then it just carried over into the garage. And we were out there last night till like 8:30 trying to spray the mud out of the garage. I was just fit to be tied. Honest to God, if there was an Eiffel Tower near close, I would have thrown myself off of it. How could that possibly be? What? And here's the thing. Not only was it a mess, but so much water came into the garage, it floated rugs and shoes out into the yard.
Oh my God. It was like a tide coming in.
I walked out into the yard and I see these shoes and stuff floating around. I'm like, are those ours? I don't know where did these come from?
Who's throwing clothing in the yard?
Oh, this
man.
week can't end fast enough.
Well, at least your band's lifted now, right?
No, about 1 o'clock.
What?
No, I got told about 1 o'clock today. Yeah.
Man.
In the meantime, every time I scroll through Facebook, I see the reels. Do you get reels on your Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The reels that I get are as close to porn as you can get. Crotch shots. You know, it's yoga. Supposedly we're doing yoga. It's like, yeah, you're not doing yoga.
Yeah.
Okay. Ugh. And I get kicked off for a little kid mooning a camera from the 50s. Seriously.
This is the world we live in. And you know, the Hawk Tour girl is doing appearances now.
Oh, of course. She's made over $100,000.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the world. And it's the least shocking thing in the world to me.
Honestly.
But this is.
I was trying to explain it to my mom.
Don't explain it to older people.
But here's the thing. She can't really understand why I can't reply on Messenger. So I'm trying to explain to her that I got this ban. Mm-hmm. And then I'm trying to, the circumstances. And I brought up the Hawk Tuohy girl. Oh my God, that's just offensive. That's just awful. And I said, Mom, it's context. Mm-hmm. I said, in certain situations, things are funny. And they are, right? If look back to Eddie Murphy when he started off his comedy career.
Oh, in the right context,
he's funnier than hell. But in certain situations, you just got to pull back a little bit, right? So the Hawk Tuohy girl's funny, but inappropriate in the wrong area.
I just thought it was stupid.
I thought it was funny.
Moderately.
How do you not laugh at?
It was kind of funny. I didn't care. I wasn't offended by it. I'm like, okay, this is just.
But you got to know your audience too. So, but to an audience, and I'll give you a great case in point. Max should not know about the Hawk Tuohy girl. Yes, that's me being a grandfather. At Max's age, I would have known about the Hawk Tuohy girl. You would rather he didn't, right?
I would rather he didn't, but it didn't surprise me that he did.
Not at all. I mean, that's realism, right? Because let's be honest, you and I at 14,
I knew,
we didn't know what Playboys were.
Come on. We would have known if we could say all this. We were his age, we would have 100% known about her.
Oh my God, without
100%.
But
so it's just
as grown-ups, we get to make the decision of decorum and what's right and what's wrong for an audience. A 14-year-old should not know what the Hawk Tuohy girl is. Because honestly, what she said is inappropriate. Because you get right back underneath another one. Yep. And
I'm sure her dad's proud, but assuming he didn't, fly the coop a while ago.
Can you imagine him walking into work that Monday afterwards?
I'm just betting he wasn't around, or he's dead, or maybe this killed him. Who knows? It's one of those things. When I see a young woman do that, that is kind of it's kind of funny, kind of stupid, whatever. But I am so glad I didn't have a daughter. It's just,
Yep.
it's just, I think that would have pushed me over there. I don't know how I would have reacted badly to that and it wouldn't
Well,
matter
who
her age.
wouldn't?
She's obviously in her 20s,
I
whatever.
know.
But still, it's just like, whoa. At the same time, none of this is shocking or surprising, or the fact that she's made 6 figures already off this. No shocking.
Yeah.
Part of me thinks good for her, but not really.
Yeah, I know.
It's probably not good for her, but we shall see.
All right. News. What do we got?
Let's get into it. The Department of Homeland Security says it deported hundreds of Chinese migrants last weekend. 116 migrants were sent back to China in the first large charter flight in 5 years. Chinese immigration has become the subject of intense political debate in the upcoming election. Spying, human trafficking have been some major issues. And this is one thing, both sides will do this. They'll, pretend to care about an issue during election time. And then,
well, I would say out of 300 million people, getting rid of 116. Wow.
Yeah, impressive.
Ooh.
There you go. What else is going on? Your dog could be a legal witness at your wedding. I just found this out today. Maybe other people have known about this. I believe it bears repeating. Your dog,
yes,
can be a witness.
What if I don't have a dog?
Well, here's the thing. Some states require no witnesses, or at least one on a marriage license. 23 states allow for a pet to sign on as a primary or secondary witness.
Isn't that wonderful?
A paw print can be used in lieu of a signature.
Wonderful.
Well, what if you have a goldfish? Can you put the goldfish? Can you just slap that thing's tail down on it or something?
Somewhere out there, state legislatures sat and argued over the fact of a paw print for a wedding.
100%.
That was making law.
That's your tax dollars at work. That is efficiency at its utmost.
Wow.
And I salute them for their service.
And to think they get lifetime insurance for making those hard choices. Wow.
Oh, man. Finally, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer says, quote, it wouldn't hurt for President Joe Biden to take a cognitive test. The governor made that statement in an interview with CNN. While she pushed back on calls for the president to drop out of the race, she did acknowledge the growing concern over his mental fitness following last month's debate. She's getting a lot of play, a lot of airtime. She's kind of being pushed out there because there's the backup plan. You got obviously Kamala. Yep. You got the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, and you got Whitmer, who, and she uses her words. She's smart with how she uses her words, because she says she has no intention of running, even if Biden isn't the candidate. She has no intent. She doesn't say she won't.
Mm-hmm.
Say, I have no intention. And then I think it was like a week ago, the first lady was actually in my hometown of Middleville.
Yeah.
And Whitmer was like, she didn't meet. I think it was Grand Rapids former mayor, met her at the airport. So they're like, Whitmer did not. And you wonder if there's some friction there because of what was allegedly said or not said about, I don't know.
We're talking politics here.
It's just interesting.
And look at friction between politicians, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
that's just
Ted Cruz was called basically phlegm on the sidewalk by who. Yeah. He still kisses his ass. So
of course.
No political friction.
Well, there was friction there then and then, and they'll all coalesce if Biden ends up being the nominee. They'll all coalesce, but everybody's it's weird watching them all kind of try and do this slippery thing where I'm not going to commit to this. I'm not going to say this. I'm going to kind of give some tepid support, but maybe she could take a cognitive test. I don't know. I don't know.
And then of course, George Clooney steps in because we need to hear from George.
Yes, of course.
Yep.
20 and she's what? 28-1 to win the White. Those aren't terrible odds. And she's at the very least, and she knows this. She's probably the VP if Biden drops out, because either Kamala, because they've talked about a Kamala Whitmer ticket, a Newsom Whitmer ticket, but to be continued. There's
All
a
right.
lot of stuff, and you got the convention at the end of the month, so to
We
be
shall
continued.
see.
Sports: Tigers beat Cleveland 5-4. Cubs win. They blank the Orioles 4-0. That's sports.
All right. It is recent fiction for 400 in Jeopardy today. And don't forget, you're going to have to share this one again today, too, because my ban doesn't get lifted
Oh
till about
yes.
1 o'clock. Yeah. So,
Okay.
all right.
Oh man, more heavy.
Recent fiction.
Jeez.
I know, more headaches, you poor overworked
Hang
scum.
on.
You got this?
Okay, I'm fine.
All right, you're good. An album of original. Oh, it's dark down there. Sorry, dude, it's dark down there. Okay. An album of original songs accompanied the 2022 novel Run, Rose, Run by James Patterson and this Jolene legend.
Jolene? What?
This is an easy one.
No, it's not. Especially the way you phrase. You know what? You should do it again.
An album of original songs accompanied the 2022 novel Run, Rose, Run by James Patterson and this Jolene legend.
I don't know that novel.
You don't know that novel?
I've
It was
heard
on the
of James
bestseller list.
Patterson.
I read it.
Really?
Cover to cover.
You did not read that.
Of
You did
course I
not
did.
read this time. There's no way you read this. There's no way. Zero chance.
Here's what I did. I got my lawn chair. I got my umbrella.
Yes.
I got my beach
You had
blanket.
your cigar.
I went down to the beach. I enjoyed
Okay,
the breeze.
You never
Beautiful
go down to a
birds
beach.
flying by.
Ever. You're so full of shit. I don't know. And you
don't
don't know either. So let's pretend like you do.
Okay. How about
What
if I
is
sing
it?
it for you? Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. Seriously. Dolly Parton.
Oh, I didn't know.
See, that's because you're busy.
I like Dolly.
That's why you're busy. It's because you're busy cheering for losers like Anne Murray.
Okay.
If you'd come up here to the big leagues and you'd understand that Dolly Parton and Elton John and let's say Genesis, that's where the cream lies, you'd be fine. You really would. I'm trying to up your game, dude.
Okay. Thanks.
I've been at it for almost 25 years.
All right.
One of these days you'll take on. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Happy Thursday, Muskegon. We'll have some sunny weather for a few days before we have some more rain on the way. So let's take a look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. We will expect some clear weather for the next couple of days before having some periodic showers over the weekend and into early next week, while also seeing some temperatures slowly but steadily increasing from those mid-70s that we've been in for the past couple of days back into those lower to mid-80s. Your Thursday will be very sunny with a high rate around 80 degrees and some wind out of the northwest around 8 to 10 miles per hour with gusts up to 20 miles per hour during the day. And tonight will cool down to about 62 with partly cloudy skies and very light winds out of the northwest. Across the county, these temperatures are also fairly similar in those lower 80s to those higher 70s for some of our towns closer to the lakeshore, and on the lakeshore in those lower 70s, so today would be a great day to get out and go to the beach. Tomorrow and Saturday will also be great days to get outside, maybe go to the farmer's market or out on the boat. We'll have highs in those lower 80s still and lots of sunshine until Saturday night when we have a 40% chance of some rain with a small chance for some thunderstorms as well. Now we will clear back up for Sunday morning and we'll have a high for Sunday around 84 degrees, but as we move into Sunday night, we'll have another 40% chance of some thunderstorms and showers, and that'll continue as we move into Monday with just a 30% chance of some showers during the daytime with a high rate around 85 degrees. Now, Monday night we'll have another 30% chance of some showers, but we will clear up as we move into Tuesday with a high rate around 82 and mostly cloudy skies, and Wednesday looking very similar to that. That's all for your Thursday forecast, brought to you by Trinity Health for the Muskegon Channel. I'm Tegan Schultz, and I hope you have a great day.